Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. How are you? How are you? As always, if you are not seeing this, if you're not being brought to this video on the day that I do it, that's okay. The day that you're brought to it is when it's needed for you. That these are timeless messages. So please, definitely, I hope that they're beneficial. And I thank you for being here. And if you are watching on the replay, please hashtag replay. I like including everyone's energy into the group. It helps inform the messages that I do bring. All right. And if a certain message doesn't really resonate with you on a certain day, just take what does and check out others. Also, check out my YouTube channel. There's other videos there. I'm doing weekly and monthlies on the YouTube channel, so check that out. I'm also doing starseed readings on the YouTube channel, so going to be doing some readings today and uploading them later, so check that out later. All right, guys, so thank you for being here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 9 o'clock. It is Wednesday, and I'm loving the weather. It finally, for about a month, it was about 10 or 15 degrees less than I would like it. It was like in the 50s, which was still chilly, but I am loving this weather. I've been getting out every day. So if you've been following me on my on this page, you see. Actually, I posted wrong yesterday. I posted on my regular Facebook page the post that I meant to do on this page. So oh well. Oh well. So my office yesterday, I did go to the lake, and for those of you who don't know, I actually live in the Finger Lakes region in upstate New York. So there's lakes everywhere. So I've been totally enjoying that. And I actually tried to move out of this area for 9 months, and there's something about the energy of all this water that, I definitely feel the energy of it. All right, so we finally got some cards moving here. So I haven't looked at them yet. All right, so here we go. I'm not surprised on the cards that I'm seeing because we're coming into Mercury retrograde. And as you know, Mercury retrograde does bring stuff up. You revisit, you relearn, all the reconnect, revisit. So for some of us, and I'm saying us because it's been happening for me actually, yesterday some stuff came up and I thought, why is this coming up again? Well, it's because we need to dig deep down into those layers so we can release what no longer serves us. Good morning, Darlene. I love that you're coming in on YouTube because I really am trying to get that going. I've had my YouTube channel for a while, and as you can see, a lot of the videos that are on there are older, that are prior to like this month. For a long time, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I really didn't know what it was going to be. And I think I'm getting there, and I'm really excited to get it going. So I'm excited that you're finding me on YouTube. That's yay. All right. So today's message, emotional withdrawal. And that's really why I started talking about Mercury retrograde, because it is bringing stuff up for us. It really is. Revisiting, rehashing, but really it's about releasing. And so when that stuff comes up, it's really important to not get kind of lost in it, not let the mental body take over, not let the emotions overwhelm you, really kind of trying to step outside of it and look at it from a higher perspective, look at it from the outside. What did I gain from that situation? What did I learn from that situation? What can I take? What is my, what reflection can I do to really say, okay, this is what this situation was really all about. This is what it taught me about myself. It's what it showed me that I had to transform in my own experience. And so we don't get caught up in those old emotions, those old woulda, couldas, and shouldas. No. So whatever's coming up for you, it's not about getting caught into the wouldas and couldas and shouldas. Really what it's about letting it go, knowing that you did the best job, that made the best decisions you could make at that time, or the people in the situation were doing the best that they could. But this is about not holding yourself back because of anything that didn't work out in the past, anything that fell away in the past, anything that hurt you in the past. This is about really saying, I'm leaving it back there, and I'm not letting those mental thoughts overwhelm me in a way that I'm holding myself back, that I'm blocking my blessings coming to me now because I don't feel good enough. I'm blaming the people around me. I'm worrying about situations that I'm not even there yet. So either situations that I know are coming that I'm not there yet, or situations from the past that are already over. I have to step outside of those thoughts and say, okay, what do I really need to focus on here? Am I focusing on thoughts that are just stealing my energy, are just keeping me playing small, keeping me down, keeping me in unworthiness and powerlessness and despair, playing the blame game, being the victim? Step outside of yourself. Look at those thoughts and think, are they serving me? And if they're not, staying in the present moment can help you to really get out of those, what happened in the past or what could happen in the future. Both of those are just energy stealers. They're not going to get you anywhere. They're going to keep you from actually doing what you need to be doing. So sometimes we have to kind of step outside of ourselves and say, okay, why am I thinking that thought? What is that thought? What's the purpose of that thought? Is that fear? Is that some kind of fear that's keeping me from moving forward because of situations that just didn't work out in the past and I'm holding on to that fear? How can I heal that? And maybe it really had more to do with the people around me than it had to do with me. There were people and situations that were affecting me. And now I see what choices I made and how those choices have to be different. Like next time I can choose better. I can do better because I know better. I'm not going to react from that place of fear. I'm not going to react out of anger. I'm going to look at this and say, okay, this person is making a decision that's affecting me, and I'm not going to allow it to this time. This time I'm going to walk away. This time I'm going to see how they're trying to trigger me, and I'm not going to allow them to trigger me. I'm going to see that, and I'm going to change my response, walking away or just not reacting, really kind of staying in my compassion, dropping down into my compassion. I know this card says rejoice in celebration, but it's actually making me think of like a third party situation. This is my third party situation card. So it feels like there's someone who has affected you negatively, whether it was a third party situation in a relationship or you were involved in some kind of power struggle. But this is about staying in your compassion, dropping down into your heart and saying, okay, I see what's going on here. I'm not going to get angry this time because I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to trigger me. They're trying to discourage me. They're trying to create doubt in me. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stay trapped in the fear that I'm not good enough. I'm not going to stay trapped in the fear that I don't have any power. I'm letting that go. I'm recognizing the fear that I've got coming up and now that I recognize it, I can transform it. I can say, no, I'm not going to worry. I'm going to surrender to the process. I don't know how, and I don't know when Spirit is bringing me what I want, where the universe is joining up the dots for me, but I know they are. So I'm going to stay in hopefulness. I'm going to stay in hope. I'm going to stay in positive expectation. I'm going to stay in belief. I'm going to have the faith that I'm being supported by my higher team of guides, ascended masters, angels, God consciousness, Goddess, Buddha, Jesus. Because I know they've got my back. The fear is not going to win. I'm done being in the fear. I'm done feeling discouraged all the time. I'm done feeling hopeless. Because I know that I'm coming into the foundation and achievement, the safety, the security, and the support. It's here. But I have to feel it. I have to feel it coming into my vibration. I have to feel that subtle nudge. I have to feel the love in my heart. Because when I can feel those things, when I can allow those feelings, trust those feelings, they're there. They're always surrounding you, guiding you, and protecting you. But if you're letting the fear overwhelm you, you can't feel it. It's in the background too far. So that's why you've got to step through the fear, lean into the fear, say, okay, I know it's there, I observe it, but I'm not going to feel it. I'm going to say no thank you today. I'm going to keep moving forward in a positive way, even though that fear is right there on my shoulder. Nope, not giving it attention. I know that I'm being supported. Look at that rainbow. I know that they've got my back. And when you stay in that higher vibrational frequency of hope and positive expectation, using your gratitude, that is when you start manifesting in the physical, coming into foundation and achievements, things working out in your favor, feeling like you are safe and secure. So today it's going to be really, really important to recognize how you're thinking, what the thoughts are, and then is someone trying to trigger me? Is someone bringing me a problem because they are trying to poke me? And I can react how I want to react. I can choose to stay in my power, drop down into my heart, and come back at them with love. Not give them the reaction they're trying to trigger. Because when they're trying to trigger you, they're feeling so bad about themselves, they're trying to make somebody else feel bad. So that's where the compassion comes in. Because when you can recognize that someone is trying to make you feel bad because their situation is so bad or they feel so bad about themselves, then you can have compassion for them and say, you know what, I'm just going to love them through this. Maybe I don't like them. Maybe I'm not going to really keep them in my life experience too much. Maybe I'm going to have very little to do with them, but I'm going to understand where they're coming from. So I don't have to get angry. I don't have to blame. I don't have to feel the victim. I can just know that I'm going to go on my way, being content, that I see the situation for truly what it is. And I'm just going to send out the love, whether they can receive it or not, from wherever they are on their life experience at this time. All right, I'm going to pull an Oracle of the Seven Energies, and then we'll get an advice card from the Angel Guide. Whew. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Rachel. Hello from Australia. Welcome, welcome again. Anne, good morning again. Hey, Carm. Thank you. All right, let's see what the... Oh, there it is. This is why they wanted me to pull from this deck. Healing the heart. Healing the heart. So the key concepts of this card are healing, making amends, the willingness to release past pain, being responsible and accountable, taking time to get healthy, renewal and rebirth after suffering. When you are wounded emotionally, you need time to regroup and find your center. You may have recently endured a breakup or betrayal, lost someone close to you, or lost an affiliation that you gave too much power to. Perhaps you're watching someone go through a difficult time and feel bad that they can't help them, that you can't help them. Maybe you're still not over a past disagreement. No matter the cause of this heartache, deep healing is called for. This happens on its own timetable and can never be rushed. The path to healing the heart centers on reciprocity, the flow of giving and receiving. Sometimes wounded occurs because we've become too dependent on another, and this is accompanied by the desire to manipulate or control an outcome. Both wounding and healing usually begin within, not from the outer conditions of our lives. We often believe we can be wounded only by others, but we do more damage to ourselves in the self-sabotaging way we think and behave. It is important to take steps to heal yourself and become willing to release the pain of the past, which can be tempting to revisit. It's time to take responsibility for your part in this healing journey. Look for ways you can help yourself and others. Are you willing to make amends if needed, or conversely, accept someone where they are without trying to influence their growth process? Healing the heart in all aspects is our priority now. Nothing else matters. Only beauty and goodness will come as a result. Reciprocity, giving and receiving. Equal exchange of energy. And as light workers and empaths, it can be very easy to get in those unbalanced situations because we want to help so much. We can feel their brokenness and we want to help them not be broken. You have to honor people where they are, and if they're ready to heal, then support that. And if they're not, you have to decide what's best for you. And that can be very difficult, to love someone enough to walk away. Whew, okay. I'm not going to cry, because that's what's been coming up for me. So, how to stop sneaky self-sabotage is my latest blog. Take a look at that if you need help with steps and ways to help you move away from self-sabotage. That's there. All right. Yeah. And a very kind of personal insight to my own self-sabotage. So it's a personal blog. So take a look at that if you're called to. Good morning, Charlena. Good morning. All right. Whew. All right. Let's see what the angel guide has to go with this. Oof. I don't know that I've ever pulled this card before. If I have, maybe once before. All right. So the advice from Spirit is self-acceptance. You are making incredible efforts to heal and release habits and thoughts that once held you back. Take a moment to look at yourself through the loving eyes of Mother, Father, God, and appreciate how far you've come. All the adversity you faced and the person you are today. Angels are wrapping their wings around you and encouraging you to see what they see. And they see you as a perfect, just the way you are. If your confidence has dropped recently, or you've not been as positive as you'd like to have been, change that now by giving yourself credit where it is due. Maybe you've discovered that negative talk and thoughts aren't working for you. This is a time to try loving yourself instead. To get started, try speaking to yourself more respectfully and giving yourself some leeway and some time to change. When this card appears, know that your self-esteem and confidence have taken some knocks over the years, and you have had thoughts that are no longer serving you. But your angels want nothing more than for you to be happy and at peace, and they are drawing close now to help restore your confidence in yourself. You have the ability to live a life that you love, but to experience that fully, you have to recognize that you are worthy of it. So take some time today to realize that heaven loves you unconditionally, and then take small steps to loving yourself the same way. The outer world you experience is a mirror of the conversations you have on the inside with yourself. So align them with love. Really start noticing and recognizing how you talk to yourself. You'll be surprised that you're way more compassionate to people on the outside than you are to yourself. And that's how we self-sabotage. And that's what you read in my blog. I was having a thought over and over again that it first was very, very unconscious. Like I wasn't even recognizing, I mean, I was having the thought, but I wasn't recognizing that I was having the thought in such a detrimental way. And then when I did, I was like, oh, shoot. So it sneaks up on us sometimes. So I've been actually building the materials for the intuitive guidance course that starts in exactly 2 weeks from today. Yay! So if you're called to take that, please, please, please get a hold of me or just register at melissallwatkins.com/services. Yeah, because one of the things we're going to do is really talk about how you receive information, and then what you can do, some actual tools that you can take and practice to build the different ways in which you can feel, see, hear, know, taste, and smell communication from spirit. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for all of you that are registered, and for all of you who may be called to join us. All right, I'm dropping the link in the chat box. Yeah, so in exactly 2 weeks, yay. So guys, that's what I have for you today. And I feel like it was a pretty big message. So for some of you, you might want to actually replay it at some point. And if nothing else, listen to the 2 cards that I pulled, the Healing the Heart and the Self-Acceptance. Because I think there was some really good spirit messages there. For those of you who are really, really struggling with letting go of the fear and the pain, the traumas and the dramas, and loving yourself. It's work. It takes time. It takes practice. And it's okay. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, whether you are here on Facebook or you're seeing me on YouTube. I am trying to build the YouTube channel, so please like and subscribe. I absolutely appreciate that. And again, keep a watch there, because I am dropping different things there that can support your journey as well. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.